Hello everyone, this is Ozcan Alabek. In this video I'm going to talk about introduction to generics in .NET. Let's create a example. Let's create a class coordinates. And this coordinates class will have two variables. And then another one, integer y get set. Okay. Now this class has two integer variables, but say what if we need another one that does the same thing, but it has actually float type variables or string type variables. So let's call this one integer. And then we have to have float one, which has float variables, or a string one, which will have string variables. And when we want to create instances of these classes, then we go back to the main function. Here, coordinate integer I'm going to add 5 to the x and 2 to the y for the integer. Then we have the coordinates float cf here. You can add 3.0 to the x, and for y I can say 4.0, and inside the coordinate string I'm going to add string values. Now this is okay, this will work fine, but there's a problem with this. There's a lot of redundant code here. Do you really want to do something like this? Because you have same type of class, but you're creating it again and again for different types. So instead we can use generics, and we can actually create a one class that takes generic types that can be defined, and we reuse that class. So instead I'm going to delete these. So instead of coordinates int, I'm just going to have a coordinates class, and let's define some types, generic types. Now the first type is going to be t, and the second type is going to be u. And now when I want to create an instance of this class, I can go about and I'll be doing it like this: coordinates. Now let's say the x should be integer and the y should be a float variable. And coordinates c, coordinates integer and float. Okay, and I will add the variables here. X will be 5 and y will be 4.5. Or I can create another one, coordinates and first one is going to be string, and the second one is going to be an integer. So C2 new coordinates, string and integer. X will be a string 7, and Y will be just 2. And we can also add a method. We can override this toString method here. Override string toString. Okay, I don't want this. I want to return to, let's say, x plus y. Now let's see, let's print out, so right line c dot toString and console dot right line c2 dot toString. Let's add console dot read key, so this program won't close before we can read the values. And let's run it. Yep, as you can see, it works perfectly. Thank you for watching.